Hello, and welcome to our UGA COVID-19 Design Sprint product presentation. I'm Colin Preston, a fifth-year PhD candidate in the toxicology program, and together with Katie Fitton, a PharmD candidate, we make up Team TBD. We decided to tackle an issue facing the hundreds of thousands of EMS workers around the country. Every suspected COVID-19 patient transported in an ambulance receives treatment from a nebulizer mask. I'll let Dusty Gannon, a member of the Gwinnett County EMS, explain to you his experiences with these nebulizer masks.
The problem is that because there is no seal, that treatment is constantly coming out, and it is not fun, to say the least, to be sitting quite literally 2 feet from a patient with COVID that is receiving a nebulized breathing treatment, who's breathing it in, and you can watch the treatment breathe out, and it's coming in your face. So no level of PPE. I have had a face shield on, an N95, eye protection below the face shield, a gown and gloves, and it's terrifying.
To figure out how to protect our EMS workers from this terrifying situation, we looked at the current setup of the nebulizer mask, which is shown here. We brainstormed ideas to replace the current mask, which has 2 holes in it, and even considered retrofitting a full-face scuba mask to provide protection. However, we realized the simplest solution is probably the best and produced a way to swap out parts of the standard nebulizer setup to create a contained system that limits EMS exposure. This new setup can be made with parts easily found in a hospital, effectively deliver life-saving drugs, and be easily situated on the patient in an ambulance setting. To create this new setup requires just 4 simple steps. First, replace the nebulizer mask that comes standard with a bag valve mask or a BVM mask. These BVM masks are solid plastic, come in multiple sizes, and can be easily strapped to a patient to create a tight seal. For the second step, you need to attach the standard nebulizer that all hospitals and ambulances have to the BVM mask. At this point, the patient would be able to receive treatment, but would still be exhaling into the confined space of the interior of the ambulance. To solve this issue, simply attach a filter to the end of the tubing. If filters are not readily available, attaching a cloth or surgeon's mask to the end of the tubing would provide increased protection compared to the original design. This setup requires very few pieces, most of which can already be found. If you do need to purchase a piece, though, it won't break the bank, with all the pieces costing between $3 and $5 each. The next step for this idea would be to create a real prototype and get it in the hands of EMS workers to test out. If the prototype is effective, then we can make a video demonstrating the assembly of the new nebulizer mask, and this could be put on YouTube for EMS workers nationwide to watch and use in their own ambulances. And finally, we would use some of the prize money to help buy filters and get them into the hands of EMS workers so they can make these new masks.